What?
Lights blaze bright, it's a glorious sight. The champ of the mic owns the night. With a mind so slick and a suit so clean, he's running this ring like a wrestling machine. From gold-plated deals to jaw-dropping schemes, he's the mastermind of your wildest dreams. Stand up, take note, bow down if you can. It's the Brilliant Show with the Brilliant One. He's the man.
Welcome into the Brilliant Show tonight. We got special guest Jayce Myles. We're waiting on him to get here. He should be here in just a minute. But go check us out on Brainbuster Tees at brainbustertees.com. Get you some merch, help out the show, and we'll keep bringing you this great content that we do with interviews. Also, check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Amazon Music, Audible, and many more. But make sure you give us that 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts. Also, if you buy a shirt, we'll post it. If you take a picture, we'll post it. Here's Ultimo Gallows, the Hood Mark Lucha Libre champion, Ultimo Gallows. And also, Brilliant Entertainment. Go follow it on our Facebook page. We got a huge announcement coming soon. Very huge announcement. It's going to rock the foundation of independent wrestling. So make sure you tune in for that. We're going to do a live on that as well. I was going to bring in Jayce Myles. Hold on just a second. Got to. What up, Brady? What's up, Stephen Dixon? I was waiting on Gulf Coast Wrestling TV. All right. I was waiting on Jayce Myles to get here. You know, he's been talking. Look at you, Scene Pet. He's been talking a lot of smack about me, and he has not showed up tonight. I don't know if I guess he got scared. I guess Jayce got scared. He just wasn't going to show up tonight. No. Let me welcome in a top rising star on the independent scene and taking it by storm. Let's bring in Jayce Myles. What's up, Jay?
What up, Brandon?
Not much, man. What's up, Dorito Back?
Oh, not much, man. I'm just chilling here, you know, just rocking the Dorito Back today.
There you go. What's up, John Taylor, baby?
John Taylor, I took the Mississippi title from him.
We don't need to bring that up. Humpty Dumpty on here. I'm eating and we'll watch a few, but dropping a follow and a share on the live. Thank you, Humpty.
Thank you, Sam. I appreciate that.
Make sure you hit the like button on the video. Show your love for Jayce Myles here, baby. Show your love. Jayce, what's going on, man? How long have you been in wrestling?
I think I've only been wrestling for like 1.5 years now at this point. Almost 2. In September.
He says, shut up, Jayce Myles. That's true. September will be a year?
September will be 2 years.
2 years. Okay, I was going to say, math's not adding up. You was around before I left. Yeah, what's up? Let's see here. Wait, that's not JB. No, JB's tomorrow night if he shows up. JB's tomorrow night.
I'm sorry I'm not JB, Stephen Dixon. Jesus.
I know it. Ain't it crazy? I mean, I guess he got you kind of confused with, you know, the way you kind of look like him. I don't know. Have you ever seen JB?
I have not seen JB.
Yeah, you need to go look him up. Kind of got the same features. Not a very appealing guy. You know what I mean?
I probably don't look like him then.
Oh, man. So you've been wrestling for almost. Who started you out? How did you get started in wrestling?
I started training at the Louisiana Wrestling Alliance. I went when I was 16, and they told me to finish school first.
Which was last year, right?
Yeah. That was like probably graduated 2 years ago now.
No, you don't look a day over 16.
Thank you, Brandon. But then I went. As soon as I graduated, I went straight back, and then they took me in. I started training with Joey Jackson, and then Hunter Law was coming right in as soon as I started.
So you got to be around Hunter, get trained by Hunter Law.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool, man. Pretty cool. I've seen him wrestle, never met him. Seems like a good guy and tears it up in the wrestling ring for sure. So what was your experiences like when you started training and like before we get to the experiences of training, what got you into wrestling? Like what made you want to be a wrestler?
Um.
What's up? Um, Coastal Wrestling Alliance and Jayce
Uh,
Myles is a beautiful young man, as
oh,
the
thank
wrestling
you.
enthusiast says.
From what I can remember, as far back as I can remember, I always liked wrestling. But I remember one day specifically, it was Extreme Rules 2014. It was the first pay-per-view I ever got to sit down and watch live. And for some
Oh,
reason,
you was only 4 then though, wasn't you? 2014, you said.
yeah, no, I was not. I was not 4 years old. uh, but yeah, something about it, like the watching Shield versus Evolution was crazy. It was the first time I'd ever seen any of those guys. And then I think Daniel Bryan at one point jumped off a forklift into the
Yes,
ring.
he did on Kane.
Yeah. And
Corporate Kane.
that moment was just no. He was Demon Kane at that
Oh,
point.
he was Demon Kane. Okay, I couldn't remember exactly if he was Demon Kane or the Corporate Kane at the time.
But he I don't know, just him jumping off the forklift. I was like, this is the most wild thing I've ever seen. There's nothing like this. And from there, I was hooked.
He said you was 9. Sink Pit did.
Thank you,
You know, it's funny you brought that pay-per-view up because I can remember that. You know how I watched that? It was on the WWE Network. And how I watched it was I had a flight from New Orleans to Las Vegas that night. And I watched it on the plane. And literally, as soon as we got in there and everything was good, you could get on your devices or whatever. I got on, the pre-show was just ending. The pay-per-view was starting. 3 hours later, I'm almost to Vegas and it's over. And popped it down. Yeah. I remember that very well. There's Becca Chambers tuning in. All right.
Thanks, Becca.
So you was hooked, and that's when you said, I'm going to be a wrestler.
For sure.
And so you was 4 years old when you saw that. You decided you wanted to be a wrestler. And then, 8 years later? No, you couldn't be 12. 10 years later, you decided, all right, I'm going to go try to wrestle.
Yeah.
And then they told you to come back when you graduated. You came back when you were 16, which was last year. And that's how it all started, right?
Pretty much, almost. You got almost all the facts straight.
So, what was your experience like training and being around Hunter and getting to learn from that tree?
I will say that Hunter Law is the greatest teacher that I could have ever asked for. I feel like our minds are so similar when it comes to wrestling, and the way he explains things is very easy, and he's
Well, you froze up. You froze up, buddy. Hold on. We're going to take him down there for a second. Hopefully he can get situated. They don't have internet down there in Louisiana. So here he is. He's back. Here he is. What are you doing? You like an Arby's or something on Wi-Fi there or something?
Oh Lord, no! I'm at my house.
Oh, you got electricity there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Surprisingly, one of the few places.
Yeah, I was gonna say there ain't many places in Louisiana that's got electricity. But anyway, you was getting into it about your experiences, and we kind of froze up. So let's kind of go back over that just a little bit.
Okay. Well, want me to start from the beginning?
Yeah, just go ahead and start from the beginning if you can remember it.
Yeah. I'll say working with Hunter Law was very easy. He he built me from the ground up. Oh, Vlad, that's just my hair all the time.
Dude, it looks like he's just burnt out instead of woke up.
But yeah, working with Hunter Law was very easy. The way he explains things is just makes everything easier. But I feel like our wrestling minds are very close in how we think. So I think he was the perfect person to train me.
Awesome. And so you jump out into the world of wrestling. Can you remember your first match?
I do. I do remember my first match. It was against Braxton Hunter,
Who?
and it was at
I'm just messing. I know Braxton Hunter is. You're supposed to come by Braxton Hunter. You know, the great Braxton Hunter.
Oh yeah. The great, grand, wonderful Braxton Hunter.
I didn't say kiss his ass. I just said I was saying that that's what you should have said when I said that.
Oh.
You're a little slow, aren't you?
No, man.
Okay.
But yeah, it was at movement. I want to say movement 5. We were the opening match, and it was my first match ever. So it was definitely nerve-wracking, to say the least.
Well, at least you got in there with a good talent. Your first match, you just wasn't thrown in there with just anybody.
Sure.
I've been seeing Braxton for years.
Yeah.
And I had him on my old podcast. So, you know, bringing you in, being his first match, it had to be a memorable moment for you.
Oh, definitely. And Braxton also had a great hand in training me as well, so it's not like I was unfamiliar with him.
Well, exactly. So there you go. Finally, I was hoping you was going to mention that. I knew that, but it took you long enough to, you know, bring up Braxton Hunter. You know, that's what I'm saying. Like, shouldn't that have been one of the first things out of your mouth?
No, I just feel like Hunter spent a little bit more time with me than Braxton did when it came to just training.
Oh, I feel something, man. You're in a tag team, right? I feel a little rift coming here.
Oh no, man. Hunter broke my fingers a couple months ago.
Oh.
How could I turn on my boy Braxton after that?
Let's hope not. I mean, I'm just, you know, that boy's cooked. He really is. He is. You can tell. Hey, open your eyes just a little bit. Are your pupils dilating? Yeah. Oh my gosh, you really are slow, aren't you? Oh man. Humpty Dumpty says, "Hey Jayce, what's your favorite tattoo that you have, and what's the next one you plan on getting?" How does he know you got tattoos?
I don't know. He just films like some of my matches, so I don't know how he would know any of my tattoos.
Oh, looks like he'd been training somewhere.
My favorite tattoo is definitely the one I have on my arm. It's like a sleeve I'm going with right now. I'm slowly building on that. That might be my next tattoo, just building onto the sleeve a little bit more. But I'm also thinking of getting like maybe a small Kirby tattoo or an Adventure Time tattoo, because those are like my 2 favorite things ever. But we'll see. We'll see what happens.
What I want to know, Humpty Dumpty, is what's your obsession with his tattoos? Crystal Morrison, what's going on? Hey Jayce, she says. Crystal, a great wrestling fan.
Hi.
Oh, we got a fan of yours that has just messaged and said that they're scared to type on here, but they wanted to say that they're scared to type in the comments, but they said, hey, and you're her favorite wrestler.
Okay. Hi, whoever you are. I greatly.
Her name's Ashley. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say out loud? I guess you didn't want to say that.
Thank you, Ashley. I appreciate.
But anyway, so, Kirby the Goat character on Smash. That man, that's crazy.
I can't agree with that. I think Meta Knight is the best character on Smash.
You think so?
Meta Knight, Little Mac, and We Fit Trainer. Those are my 3 go-tos.
Ashley's in love with Jayce.
Oh no!
Look at Jayce blushing. Look at Jayce blushing over here.
Brandon, I think you're seeing things.
I probably am. Mary Jackson. No, what Mary Jackson? No, she ain't afraid to say nothing. Here she did. She did. Whoa! So she did get in here. See, I told you I'd bait her into the text because she said she was scared to text on it, but I baited her in. She got in. So there you go. Are you going to debut for BIW in 2026? Is what Humpty Dumpty says. Humpty Dumpty, what is up with these questions, man?
We're working on that. I'll just say that. We're working on it.
I'd like to see you in BIW. Matter of fact, go ahead and announce it now. I got Josh Newell coming on Monday right here to talk about BIW and all other stuff right here on the podcast Monday. So make sure you tune in for that. And next week, I got your favorite person coming on.
Me?
Yes, I do.
Who's that?
I got the Prodigy, Hunter Hendricks, coming on.
That guy. I won't be watching.
You're gonna watch? Oh, before we went on air, I had to say something, to you, and I'm gonna go ahead and say it now on the air. You was very active in the Jack Passion comments last night. Can we see a Jack Passion versus Jayce Myles?
I'd be down for it.
Huh.
I think it'd be fun.
We might have to make that happen somewhere.
Somewhere.
We're gonna have to make it happen where people get paid though. They do it for free, Hunter Hendricks is trash. Well, you know better than anybody. You know better than anybody, Koloff. That's my favorite client right here, by the way. He knows that he got put with him at some show as a tag partner. I don't know how that works. But anyway, we've got so many people watching the live, but we don't have any likes. So hit that like button. Show your love for Jayce Myles right now. Hit that like button. Come on. Hit that like button.
How many in the chat? I can't see.
Well, you can't. If you can't miss Sam.
Oh Lord.
Mr. Newell and the Brilliant One on the podcast. That's right. It's gonna be a fun one next Monday night.
Hello,
Sup, chat? I'm JD in the DMs now. All right, we gotta get back to asking questions, man.
Okay.
So you came in, you had your first match with Braxton.
Yeah.
Didn't mention him at all until then. I think there's a little rift with you and your tag partner, but it's whatever. So anyway, after you get through doing that, you get started in your wrestling. What was the first few promotions you wrestled for?
The first few promotions I wrestled for, Movement was my first promotion I wrestled for sure. My second ever match was against Hunter Law at Action Packed Wrestling, which I don't know if it exists anymore. It's kind of confusing, the situation there.
Well, you seem like you're confused anyway. But go ahead, continue on.
Always. I wrestled for Pro Wrestling 225. I remember.
Oh, it took you that long to get 225 out of there?
Well, it wasn't even. Look, I'm confused right now. Like,
You're very confused. Like, dude, I told you this dude's slow. He ain't catching on. Hey, Kim.
If I sat down and looked, I could see, but like I don't have that with me right now, so I'm trying to go off my head, and it's not always.
Dude, you're supposed to. You know what my first match was?
Yeah. No, I don't actually.
I don't either, so it don't matter. But all right. So they say you have this bubbly personality, that you're entertaining, and the girls like you, man. The girls like you. I mean, I'm gonna tell a story here in a minute, but there's one of them that likes you right there. So, but I am gonna tell a story in a minute, because you did come in when we started the Southeastern Showcase.
Yeah, very funny.
Came in, you had some fun there. I mean, didn't you?
Oh, I wrestled at Gulf Coast Wrestling before I wrestled at 225.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. That my first match out of state was at Gulf Coast Wrestling.
It was. Who did you take on?
Actually, no, that's a lie.
Golly, man, this is confusing me. What the hell is going on here?
Are
you on shrooms or something?
No. I'm just mixed up. But yeah, that was my first match out of state. It was against Ryan Awesome.
Golly, man. All right. What? Now, did you graduate high school?
I did.
Are you still in high school, man? Are you in elementary? Where are you at?
I've been done with high school for like a good minute, like 2 years.
That's not a good minute, dude. I've been out of school for 20-something years, man. What are you talking about? A good minute?
Well, you
just got out of the oven. That's what happened with you.
Possibly.
Jace, don't forget you won the top Mountain Man Classic. He sure did. He did. He
I
won
think
the
I
Mountain
did.
Man. So far, it's been the last Mountain Man Classic. Hopefully, the Mountain Man Classic will make a return. Hopefully, no. Short bus shorty. That is true. He's short and he's got a short bus. So there you go. I mean, what else can we say here? But anyway,
My bus was very long. Okay, I'll add that. Bus was-
now short boy short. Here your match with Simon Phillips at AWA was insane.
which one? They had the one where I died and the one where I won the title.
Man, I mean, just take it.
That's
Just
true.
take it and roll.
First match of 2025 in the world.
Oh, on New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
Mount Man Classic will return. It has been announced. The Mount Man Classic will return.
That's awesome to hear. I hope I get to be part of it.
You won't. You won't remember it anyway. You can't remember what happened 10 minutes ago. Died, I think.
Yeah, that match was pretty crazy.
CT though. That's true. That is true. Dude, like, I'm sitting here trying to carry this conversation and I'm asking you about facts of your life and you can't even tell me about them and you're like 10 years old. You should not have this bad of a memory at 10 years old.
Yeah, it's because I got dropped off.
What up, Steven? That's my boy right there. That's my boy. Pat's Blue Ribbon right there. That's my boy.
So, wait, I forgot the last question you asked.
I know you did, dude. Come on, see? That's what I'm saying. You're too young to be forgetting this much stuff. He must have really died against Simon Phillips because you can't remember nothing.
I haven't been the same since. Oh, you mentioned my bubbly personality that everybody likes. And then you kind of just stop.
He got the giggle fits like Ashley does when she sees him.
Always.
But
around.
I tried to, help you out at your young age at one of those shows and got you a number for somebody.
Oh my! Don't. We don't need to go there. Don't.
When will you get a title match versus Asher Andrews? You haven't gotten a rematch yet. Sam, ain't you got something to eat? What do you keep it? Coming up? I like the comments, but come on, ask the real question. I graduated 30 years ago. Are you serious, Kim? 30 years ago?
I know.
I would have at least said 50. There's no way I would have put you at 30. I mean, there's no way you're in your 50s. You got to be like 65, 66. Dude's burnt out from touching too many tips.
Never burnt out from that.
Speaking of touching tips, you touched tips with Jay Lethal, right?
I did, yeah. Multiple times.
He likes to climb them tall girls. Yeah, look at him.
Daddy. Stop.
Wear finger condoms. Yes, I'm serious. I hate you, Hunter Hendricks says. Hunter Hendricks didn't even like the video. He needs to like it. You need to like the video. We need to get a lot of likes on this because Jayce can't remember anything.
You keep bouncing from different things, bro. I'm trying to answer multiple things at once.
All right, I'm going to start from kindergarten. All right. So you went into wrestling school. You got out. You don't remember, other than Hunter Law trained you, you didn't remember that Braxton had a little bit of a hand in it. You barely remembered your first match with Braxton Hunter.
That's true.
You said that he's almost turned his back on you. You almost broke your fingers. So
Hunter broke my finger.
You're tearing a rift in the tag team. We'll continue on into your career. Then you come into AWA. You take on Simon Phillips a couple times. You died. You got CT, though. Won the Mountain Man Classic.
Yeah.
And that's all you remember. You didn't even remember being in GCW in 2025.
That's not true. I do remember.
The ADHD, there ain't no ADHD here. It's right here on the screen. I'll go ahead and remove myself and show you the.
Whoa, I'm by myself. Where'd Brandon go?
I'm
Where
right.
did I need you? Oh, okay, he's
I
back.
was just letting them see what ADHD. Yeah, ADHD is crazy. I got it too. There's no doubt. Hold on. Jayce needs the brilliant ones back. Well, Jayce, let's go ahead and enlighten Humpty Dumpty. I have managed you, correct?
One time you have managed me. Yes, that's true.
And God, what a great match.
I believe that it was a 5-star personally.
I give it to him.
It's just
I don't do Meltzer ratings. I got my own ratings.
Film it. Sam wasn't there to film it, so how can anyone watch it?
Oh, I got the video.
You don't need to post. You don't need to post it. I think the match was so special that it belongs only to those fans. I think that's their gift, is that they were the only ones able to watch it.
You call that a gift? Okay. Let's see here. Steven Dixon. It was a brilliant match. Yes, it was. Any match Jayce is in is brilliant. Especially ask Jayce about his Digi-Strap title match at the GCW New Year's Eve show against Kimber Fox. You took on Kimber Fox? Why would you beat up on a woman?
I didn't beat up on her, all right? Let's just
She beat up on
that.
you?
I didn't touch her. I'm post. We had a match. It was a fun one. She did things, you know. I let her do things. Don't be fooled by the tape if it ever releases.
You said.
But
What did you just say?
I never hit her. I just rolled her up. That was it.
Wait a minute, no, but go back, rewind. Now you did what?
So I said she did things and I let her do things. But eventually I rolled her up. I didn't have to do no damage to her. No bumps. I promise.
Look at your serious face. Yeah, I promise. Uh-oh, Steven Dixon's got the eyeballs out. Do it! Yeah, I'll say this. Jayce got managed by the Brilliant One night.
One night.
And he's been begging me ever since to manage him after that. And he even told me, he's like, hey, we need to turn on Braxton Hunter. And I'll do you. And I'm like, dude, no, you got something good there. You got a good tag team. You don't need to be, getting away from him. He's just like, no, I need the Brilliant One. I said, really? He's like, yeah.
Get tips. Oh my God.
Yeah. He got defiled, but he loved it.
Calm down. Calm down, Steven.
You can't spell calm down. You didn't graduate.
I did. I was actually what do they call it? Valedictorian. So
you can't spell. All right. Oh, hold on.
I was valedictorian.
You just said you was valedictorian. We fisting to prove this. Can you spell valedictorian?
Let me try. V A wait. L wait.
Yeah, just keep spitting letters out. I mean, you'll get there eventually.
E D I C T Orion. Vlad's right.
And then Humpty actually spelled it.
PLEDCITREON. I was right.
You must have been homeschooled Sammy Wright. That would be a match right there. Have you ever been in the ring with Sammy Wright?
Sammy, you're so quiet all the time, and now you're turning on me right now. But I wouldn't mind wrestling.
What's up, Josh?
I've wrestled Sammy one time in a 6-man. I think 1-on-1 would be the banger.
This didn't go off the rails, Vladimir. This has been off the rails. This didn't even start on the rails.
Yeah, we barely got into my story.
Because you can't remember it all.
I am answering you, and you keep interrupting with nonsense.
Sammy versus Jayce. Would you get in the ring with Sammy Wright? Sammy Wright,
I'd do it again.
He's one of the top spot monkeys in the world.
I don't believe that.
You don't?
No.
I posted a lot of his spots on the show. So, I mean, You should be able to see those. Sammy versus Jayce would be an absolute banger.
Thank you, Sammy Winnington. I hope he
That's
filmed.
crazy.
What's
I didn't know you was watching. All right. Yeah, we do. We got to get on the rails here.
questions out?
Take your Ritalin. Do you have some Ritalin over there you can take?
Some what?
Yeah, you need to.
I don't. Maybe I didn't hear you.
Well, I'm sure glad you could wrestle, Jay. That's true because he don't know what he's doing on here. He can't remember. Hey, where was you at last night?
Where was I last night?
Yeah.
Nowhere. Monday. Yesterday was Monday. I didn't go anywhere.
God, did you see his facial expressions here?
What?
Like, it's Monday. I didn't do nothing. You had to have done something. Did you breathe?
I mean, you asked where was I?
Well, where was you? Was you at your house? You had to have been somewhere.
I wasn't nowhere. I was just chilling.
So you're using your mom's basement, huh? Your
No,
parents' basement?
no.
You sure? Eating Cheetos?
Yeah, yesterday was back day, as you know. I got the Dorito bag. I got to keep it up.
Oh, okay. Hold on. Sammy Riot eats peanut butter and jelly the long way. Do you know what that means? Leo Riot and Jayce. Leo would be a great opponent for Jayce. I'd like to see that myself. Looks like a 16-year-old seeing a pregnancy test. That is true. That is true. Hey, guess what? He is 16. He already admitted that.
16.
Oh, he's all kinds of confused. All right, let's get back on the rails.
Answer everything coherently.
Are you?
Yeah.
Okay, well, answer this. Have you enjoyed being in wrestling, and what are some of your favorite moments in wrestling, if you can remember them?
Might take me a second. I do know one of my top moments was definitely the Mississippi Rumble. That was not that one too, but yeah, for sure the Mississippi Rumble. Over an hour, wasn't it?
Did you win?
I did not win.
So you wasted an hour in the Mississippi Rumble just to lose? Is that what you're saying? That was a moment? A moment is when you win something.
I say it was a moment.
Just because you went 60 minutes.
Wes Warren
60 minutes every night.
Wes Warren broke kayfabe to shake my hand. He ain't no cold-blooded.
Leo's up in here. Leo says, let's do it. You know what? I'd like to see that. We need to make it happen somewhere. Like the video if you have not. Hit the like button if you have not on Facebook so that we can get some good likes. Binky Jordan.
Hi, Binky.
What are you doing? Why are you shaking over there?
I was just saying.
You hulking up or something?
Like the video. You mentioned Jay Lethal and then you just kind of grazed over him.
All right, go with Jay Lethal. I need one more like.
I think you're the one off the rails.
Well, I am off the rails, but I'll say this before we get into Jay Lethal. He's still coming to DCW at some point.
Oh God.
It was rescheduled. I just don't know when it's scheduled for. But anyway,
multiple dates.
Yeah.
But another great moment was the Mountain Man Classic, like you mentioned. I think that was a great moment when I won the Mississippi title and the Mountain Man Classic all in one night. Wrestled 4 matches.
All right, pat yourself on the shoulder. Are you excited?
You asked me.
I'm just saying, just tap yourself on the shoulder. You won 4 matches. Wow.
Also, the freaking Mayor's Cup for 225. That was a cool moment. The entire tournament was inside the LWA Training Center, and I won the 225 Mayor's Cup, and it was awesome. 3 matches in one night.
I heard they didn't have AC. That is true. We talked about that last night.
Yeah.
All right, so you won the Mayor's Cup.
Yeah.
Did you get the key to the city?
No. I got the Mayor's Cup.
All right, explain what the Mayor's Cup is.
The Mayor's Cup is a trophy and memorabilia of the mayor of Baton Rouge.
Who's the mayor of Baton Rouge?
It's on the trophy, but I have to go all the way and get it. I've read it multiple times, but I have a horrible memory.
Binky, I'm not giving you man a hard time, but he won the mayor's cup, but can't even tell us who the mayor of Baton Rouge was. My gosh.
Listen, all right, bad memory.
You're just not into politics. Just say it.
Okay, yeah, I'll say that. That's fine.
That's a better excuse than that.
Another great moment is when I met Jay Lethal for the first time.
Who's still coming to DCW?
Yeah.
At some point.
I remember it was last year for Jay Lethal's birthday, and he said he would do a free day at his training center. So I literally flew to Florida just to do one day at his training center, and it was one of the most educational days of my life.
So it was the most educational day of your life.
Yeah.
Well, what did you learn?
So many things, I don't want to, I know there's probably fans watching this. I don't want to teach them wrestling. I don't think they want to hear about that anyway.
Look, we got fans that try to get in the ring and ring announce and do stuff like that. I mean, we got a whole bunch of them. So, I mean, but you ain't got to give them educational. Just say this. How was he a nice guy?
Oh, Jay is the most chill dude you'll ever meet. Nah,
he's not.
Okay.
I'm the most chill dude you ever meet.
I could probably stay on with Jay Lethal.
So you had fun with Jay. Who did he take on that night? Did he have a match?
No. You talking about at the LWA show last? I was talking about the first time.
What do you think I'm talking about?
Talking about the first time I met him, and you just jumped to a whole different day.
Well, I mean, it's a weekend. There's not many hours in it. What did he do?
Anyways, he was in the Boiling Point battle, which is a battle royal, but it was Royal Rumble style. Vladimir did not
train you. He said he trained you.
He did not. I remember. It was the Boiling Point battle. Okay, it's a Royal Rumble style match. 15 competitors. The last two, it turns into a normal match. And Jay Lethal was in the final two with Ryan Awesome. And then he hit one of the sweetest lethal injections I've ever seen in my life. And he won.
And he won.
Yeah. With a lethal injection. On Ryan Awesome. Comments?
Right.
Brilliant one.
I mean, yeah, I'm still waiting for him to come to DCW. I mean, they posted a video years ago that, this interview needs more Koloff. Well, it's got more Jayce. It's got more AD.
Yeah, what's wrong with the Miles High Club?
Good Lord, kid. You're way too young to have a bad memory. I know. That's what I've been saying. The dude don't have no memory. He comes on the podcast. He don't even know what he's going to say. Look, that's Jeffrey Dahmer.
He did not teach me how to cut promos like Macho Man. No, he did not.
Did he speak Macho Man while he was there? Did he pull off any Macho Man stuff while he was there?
Not that I can recall.
You probably don't even know what that means. Where were you November the 12th?
On November 12th? Is he talking about past November 12th or this upcoming November 12th? I would assume because he said on, not where are you on November 12th? I don't think I'm anywhere.
Where were you?
Double check.
On November 12th. That means where was you?
I see now. I see. I was reading R.
Well, if he took homeschool here.
That's not bad. But where was I on November 12th? 11th? I don't know. That was such a long time ago. You can't expect me to remember a random day. Thank you, Jay.
Dude, I don't know how you're even, what's going on? Where are you at in this world?
Currently, just chilling.
What's up, JD? Look at Sam. He's got Humpty Dumpty's got to hit everybody up. They don't have a special at the Golden Corral tonight, Sam. Confirmed to be a juggalo. No, Well, I don't know, Vladimir, if you was on here the other night, but this guy named Kenny Atkinson was on here. And he was saying he was part of JCW with Gene Miller and that he was a hardcore wrestler and all this stuff. You should have been on there. He was part of Juggalo, he said. What's up, JD?
So
Valedictorian.
touring. The valedictorian.
This went off the rails and this never getting back on. It don't look
We
like.
can get it back on. Ask me a question and I'll answer it.
Okay. Are you sure? Can you remember it when I ask?
Yeah.
Who'd you take on last weekend?
Last weekend. Oh, it was Friday. I wrestled Blake Banks. Blake Banks. I answered it. It took me a second to remember because I get weekends mixed up. But I wrestled Blake Banks.
You said you went slow. Oh my God.
I wrestled Blake Banks for Bizarro Wrestling in Florida.
Where? Where in Florida?
Panama City.
But what was the name of the company?
Bizarro. I said it. You weren't paying attention.
No, I was. I was just trying to make sure you said it right. I was.
Yeah.
Mike Winder. Every day, all you can eat at Golden Corral, Mr. Brilliant. Yeah, that's true. Sam, I shut him down. Hey, don't tell people what I accomplished. What's Binky talking about? What did Binky accomplish?
I really don't know.
What up, Frankie Thomas?
Thomas!
Here's you another opponent, Frankie, right here. He probably won't remember it after you have the match because he ain't remembered much so far.
I think I've been pretty good.
How tall are you? Yeah, that's a good question. How tall are you?
I've never measured.
4'5", 4'9", what?
I would guess an estimate 5'9", 5'10". I had an estimate. I've never measured myself.
Never measured yourself.
Nah.
Oh my gosh.
Are you something?
Shoe size.
Let me see. One moment.
One moment he's checking his shoe size. He didn't know what his shoe size was. So
these shoes are kind of small, so I'll say maybe 9.5.
She says 5'9" on a good day, so she must know.
She watches a lot of my content. Maybe she does.
I'm sure she does watch your content. She you know that you. She said she wouldn't watch the show until you came on.
Really?
Yeah, she's not gonna watch the Brilliant Show unless you're on.
That's wild work.
And I told her I can't get him on every week or every day.
I should be a co-host.
You could be if you could remember to come on.
You
can't remember nothing so far.
I could be the co-host every Tuesday.
There you go. Hey, what are your thoughts on your match with Crusade Pro versus Nightmare? Yeah. Do you remember that? Because I remember that. I remember him throwing you into chairs.
I do remember him throwing me into chairs, and I slid all the way across the floor.
You did. Actually, that clip will be coming up soon on the Brilliant Show.
Heck yeah. But yeah, that was a fun match. I think that was the match the week after you managed me. I believe.
It was actually the week.
So it's definitely like a refresher.
What move has taken you the most time to get right?
That's
that memory. That's a move that he ain't got right yet.
Honestly, I can't think of one. That's such a broad question.
Lying on my name. All right, Ashley, I ain't lying on your name. That's the truth.
I will say that in training, I did pick up things pretty fast from what other people have said. Labrador. Thank you, Asher. I think.
He thinks. You don't think very much. I can tell you that right now. Tim, you're 5'1" and you're not much taller than I am. Yeah, I mean, his hair stands 2 inches, so you
Proof.
got to go ahead and give him that.
Proof.
What old school indie wrestler do you want a match with?
What's an old school indie wrestler? Like, what's that like? Who classifies as an old school indie wrestler? Because I mean, if Bryan Danielson counts, like, is he an old school indie wrestler?
What am I gonna do with you, man? What am I gonna do with you? Well, first off,
Answer my question.
I'll bring up an old school indie wrestler.
Okay.
He retired.
Same pet.
Sing Pet. That's an old school indie wrestler.
I wrestled them already.
Oh, you have?
Yeah.
Okay. Let me see who else. I mean, there's a lot of old school indie wrestlers like, that still are around.
Yeah.
You got Barry Wolf killing it. You've never heard of Barry Wolf? Don't you tell me that.
I've heard that name. I've heard the name. Barry Wolf.
You got people like the Lone Wolf. He's an old school. I don't know if you ever been in the ring with him.
Lone Wolf.
Can't remember his full name. That was something Mason, but
Oh. I've shared the ring with him once or twice in a battle royal.
Battle Royal.
I wouldn't consider him old school.
Bro.
Airball.
Yeah. He probably don't know what that is. Name some matches you want to have. There you go. That's an easy question for us. Frankie's an old school guy. Well, Frankie's just
Frankie.
He's not old. Huh?
I like Frankie. I'd wrestle Frankie. I watched his match with Rhett the Threat.
Rhett the Threat. There you go.
I've wrestled Rhett. I think Rhett just retired, but I've wrestled him in tag matches. So
him and Sing Pet retired around the same time.
That's crazy work,
dude. I can't believe Sing Pet retired.
That's wild work.
I mean, if you look at it,
Vlad, I think that could be fun.
You and Vlad?
Yeah, I do. Wes Warren has been ducking me. Wes Warren has been avoiding me for over a year.
He don't know who that is, Shannon.
Who's Chad Cheatham?
Yeah, this podcast is not going nowhere. We're just going to be off the rails the rest of the show. No wrestler ever retires.
I will never retire.
Sing Pet retired. He told me. I believe him.
He lied.
He ducks a lot. Yes, I mean, Wes Warren does duck a lot. I won the Lost Art of Wrestling Heavyweight Championship to give it to my client. And this dude blasted me from behind. Couldn't even look me face to face. Oh, what about Vordell Walker?
I'd wrestle Vordell for sure.
Oh, we need to set this up. Definitely won't remember that match.
Definitely would do that. I want to wrestle like all the good guys. You know what I mean? Like anybody.
What about Mike Quackenbush?
Quasi! I didn't even know Quasi was in here. I would definitely wrestle Quackenbush.
We need to get Quasi on the show.
Quasi for sure. I want to wrestle Quasi. That's who I want to wrestle.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, we need to get Quasi on the show. Quasi, you need to hit me up. We need to get you on the show. Hold on.
I'd watch.
Blocked. All right, I guess you've been blocked too. What's your shoe size or what's your waist size?
My waist, like 30 inches.
Oh, you actually knew that.
I knew that because I have to measure it a lot.
Too Quick. Another old school wrestler.
I'd wrestle Too Quick. I'd wrestle him.
I'm sure you would. You wrestle everybody. That's
anybody. I wrestle Travis Mason. I'll wrestle anybody.
Didn't you tell me before we went on the air that
shush.
Wait a minute, you said one of your goals to wrestle in wrestling. Now, this is the good one. I'm going to say the good one first. Then I'm going to say the best one for last. The good one was you said you would take on Jack Passion. You want to take on Jack Passion.
I would wrestle Jack Passion.
You said if you went to DCW, they would have to pay you. And
Pain.
You would like to take on Jack Passion and Walter.
I'd wrestle Walter. I'd stretch him.
You can't stretch. You can't stretch. You can't stretch scum, son.
I could stretch anybody. Anybody.
Stan the Man Sweetan.
I'd
There
wrestle,
you go.
I'd wrestle Stan Sweetan. Hell yeah.
Hey, here's an old school wrestler you should wrestle. Suge White.
Suge White. Shoot. Down.
Yeah, that is true. He may bite you because if Walter bites you, you may have to get a rabies shot.
Hey, man, if Walter bites me, I'll bite back.
Ugh, I don't know if you want to taste that skin. Sing Pet. He wants you to have a match with Sing Pet, but Sing Pet's retired. He's not coming back. Kelly Clark versus Jayce Myles, Matt Clark says.
That hasn't happened yet. I'd do that for show.
You hadn't took on Kelly Clark?
Never wrestled Kelly Clark yet.
Let's see it. Jayce versus Manimal.
I'd wrestle Manimal. For sure. I'll stretch him. No German.
Can you do it with a straight face?
What's that?
Can you do it with a straight? I'll wrestle Manimal.
I'd wrestle Manimal. You put me on the spot, Brandon. That's the problem.
I'm not putting you on no spot. I don't think you should spell spot. Hold on.
Charles West? Yeah. I wrestle Charles West. Name him, I'll probably wrestle him. Probably.
Well, if you'll wrestle Walter, hell, you'll wrestle anybody.
Book it.
I don't even know if he can wrestle, but what you drinking tonight, Brilliant One? I'm drinking Yingling Lager, and then I have one Dr. Juice.
Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, I had to drink to get through this with Jayce Myles.
I can't legally drink that yet.
Oh, so you're like, I told you he was 16. What are we talking about?
16.
Huh?
I'm not 16. In November, I will be able to drink that legally.
And when? November?
Yeah.
Dang. Get you chocolate milk. It always helps. All right, this has been off the rails for 52 minutes. It ain't getting back on the rails. So start asking some questions, people. Oh, they have been. Ask more.
Yeah. I'll take all the questions.
I mean, Jayce Myles has only been wrestling for 2 years. We've went over the story. He don't remember any of it.
I've never
And
everything you've been.
he don't even remember who he wrestled last weekend.
I answered you. I said Blake Banks. You didn't even ask how the match went.
How'd it go? How'd it go?
It went great. Blake Banks is a great guy.
Where's Blake Banks out of?
Huh? Oh, Blake Banks is from Florida.
What part of Florida?
I believe. I actually don't. I don't know where in Florida he's from. He's 20. That's true.
His first drink will be a twisted tea. Who the hell drinks twisted teas?
I'll only drink a twisted tea with JD.
You'll have to drink a Dr. Juice with me.
Okay. We could do another podcast episode like for that.
Yeah, when you turn 21, we're gonna drink a beer on the podcast.
Let's do it. Book it.
I did.
Okay.
November what though? So Ashley can get you a present.
First.
November 1st?
Yeah.
Oh damn.
What's
Okay.
that?
Well, I got a big announcement coming up.
Yeah.
Maybe we can do it around that time too. So we'll see.
Okay.
Oh man, look at this. I got another question.
Okay.
Oh. You're not gonna answer it?
What's the question?
Huh?
What's the question?
I just asked it.
What? No, you didn't.
I did.
What is it? Say it again.
Okay, I'll repeat it one more time. Are you gonna drink a twisted tea or not?
Wait, say that again. You cut out. Okay, now you're just playing with me.
I said, are you going to drink a twisted tea or not?
I would, but only with JD.
Only with JD. Why would only JD? So you're telling me that if a female came up to you and offered you a twisted tea, the only person you're going to drink a twisted tea with is JD?
Yeah, I'll tell her I'm saving it for the Kraken. She'll know who I'm.
Save it for the Kraken.
Yeah.
I would save it for the Kraken too.
Can't imagine many women are gonna walk up to me and offer a twisted tea though.
I'll make sure they do. I got you a number one time. I can get you another.
Shush.
Shush. Shush. It's shush, not shoosh. It's shush.
I want.
Did you not watch Encino Man?
No.
I'm surprised people are still watching this.
I think this has been the most entertaining, brilliant show ever.
It has, because you've been on. That's a good match, Steve.
I would definitely wrestle Angel Camacho. I stretch him.
That's not Angel Camacho. That's Angel Camacho.
I know what he meant, though.
I'm surprised you knew what he meant.
But Angel's retiring.
I know he is. Angel's one of the best big men in the business, though, man. He really is. So, I got a question for you now. I finally got something. Maybe we can get back on the rails here.
Okay.
People, please like this video. If you have not liked this video on Facebook, hit that like button now. Actually, I don't see where you liked it yet. You need to like it and ask more questions.
Please.
So, growing up, from the time you was 4 up, who was that wrestler that really clicked for you and that you wanted to get into?
Oh, easily CM Punk, Daniel Bryan, and Chris Jericho are the 3.
Wait a minute, repeat those.
Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, and Chris Jericho.
Was you even alive when CM Punk was in WWE before he came back?
Okay, so I started getting heavy into it in 2014. By that point, he was gone. But people act like the WWE Network didn't exist.
I didn't know if you knew how to work it, you know.
I watched everything, like every pay-per-view, and like just CM Punk was that guy for me. I have the CM Punk DVD. I watched his like little documentary thing.
So I can name a pay-per-view right now, since you're such a CM Punk mark. I can name a pay-per-view and you can tell me what the match was.
Probably not.
So you can't tell me who Money in the Bank 2011 was.
2011. That wasn't Cena, was it?
I don't know. You tell me.
That doesn't sound like. No. It could. I don't know.
Just answer. Just say yes or no.
Money in the Bank? I don't know what year it was.
2011 Money in the Bank.
Was it Cena?
I can't tell you. You have to tell me.
I can't say for sure, but my first guess.
So it's Cena.
Okay.
Is that what you're saying?
Sure.
Yeah, it was Cena.
Okay. You just wasted like 2 minutes of the people's time with that.
No, you did, because you didn't know what you was talking about. What are the other names you considered?
Considered for what?
Andrew Henson, you gotta make sure you know what he's talking about.
Oh, the name Jayce Myles. Okay. Well, Jayce is my real name.
Jayce is your real name?
Yeah. Spelled just like that. That's my real name.
All right, what's your social security number?
Hey, now.
I'm just trying to, since you're getting all the information out, I might as well just.
There, I don't remember it. I'd have to read it to you. I don't
bet you don't.
But Myles, so I'm just a white guy, really. So like and I had like a varsity jacket. So we kind of just wanted a white boy name as my last name. So I'm a big Spider-Man guy, so I just thought Myles with a different letter. So that's it. Not too deep. Not very creative. That's it.
Okay. Have you ever been blocked by Sing Pet?
I don't think so.
Block him, Sing Pet. He needs at
Don't
least
worry.
a
Reels.
24-hour blocking.
I love when you send me reels.
Nerd. So you were into Spider-Man.
Yeah, always.
So who was Spider-Man when you got into it?
Toby
Oh,
Maguire.
oh wow.
Andrew Garfield didn't come till later.
Yeah, I figured it was the year he was born. They're the ones saving us. All right, let's dive into something else.
All right. I'm down for whatever.
Let's dive into your love life.
Oh, no. No.
Are you single? Are you seeing someone?
I don't think,
Or are you always available?
Brandon, I don't think we need to ask these questions. I don't.
You get a little nervous.
Oh, no.
Look, all right, I'll say this. All you got to do is yell out single. And, I mean, your DMs are going to be filling up in about 10 minutes. I can already tell from a lot of the stuff that's going on here. I would take that and run with it. Let's see. Jayce, who do you main in Mario Kart?
Bowser. Bowser was always my guy.
Yeah, I liked him. Jayce, if anyone in – oh, they're not a tag team no more. He's already turned on Braxton tonight.
Still a tag team. I'm not plotting against my bros. I love my bros. I love Taylor. I'm T Gaines. I love T Gaines.
Oh, you done messed up now. That rift is just getting bigger. Man, you have dug yourself a hole tonight.
What did I do? What did I do? I didn't do nothing. I love my bros.
You are digging a hole.
Who
trained you for how long? He said Hunter Law, but he can't really remember.
No, I definitely remember. Hunter Law trained me from the ground up. I've been training for 2 years.
Supposedly, because he can't remember yesterday. We don't know how long it's been. Answer the question, Jayce. Are you single?
I'm not answering the question.
All you got to do is say, I'm available. I'm not available. I'm semi-available.
Look, listen.
We are.
It just doesn't need to be answered. I miss you, Paulina. Diddy
boy. Do you have a lot of baby oil?
I don't own any baby oil.
Does your master?
My master. Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Let's see. I answered it already. Or you don't remember. He probably don't remember. Like, he's not remembered anything.
I have
Binky find out.
What did Binky find out?
I mean, you all right, so you come on my podcast.
I'm on it.
And you've answered none of my questions.
I answered all your questions that you asked, and then you just derail it.
Okay. Well, you're going to answer all the questions I asked. All right. I got a question.
Yeah.
Are you single, available, or not? You're not going to answer it?
Other questions.
You said you would answer all my questions.
Listen. No. Not answering it.
He's not single, he says.
I
am single. Which one is it?
I never said anything. I'm not answering it.
Let's go look at his Facebook status and see what it says.
It doesn't say anything.
Funny.
Sugar, why you too funny, man?
That's what I was thinking. So Kim's want to get your number. Terrible guest. Yeah. He ain't saying nothing because he's got a whole crew of ring rats. Oh, man, that is true.
Cheers, Steven.
All right, that's a good one. We could ask that. Since you want to talk about your love life, how many ring rats you got?
I'm not answering it. Not answering it.
Jayce is in a committed relationship with who?
Andrew. Shh. Ryan. Shh.
So,
Uh,
have you blocked him yet, St. Pet, since you retired?
ASL. Oh yeah. Why? That's such a random question.
He has amazing
Comment?
hair.
Oh, MT2, what's up, man? Thank you.
He does have amazing hair. He better enjoy it while he can.
Hey,
He
man.
can't remember anything right now.
No one in my family is balding, so I think I'm safe.
Is that a jab?
No. You said it first. You brought it up first.
Yeah, are you taking a jab at the Brady one?
No, I would never do that. Ever.
Ever. All right, we're going back to 1995 with that. So you're going to answer my next question, right?
Maybe. If
He kind of resembles MT2. He froze. Oh, there he is. All right. I think it was. All right. So, you're going to answer my next question.
If it's nothing about my love life, sure.
Jayce slid into my DMs. Is that right?
Andrew always.
Look at this. All right. So, here's the next question.
Okay.
Name your top 3 matches of your career.
Okay. First, okay, I think I have it already. First one was with Hunter Law at LWA. Saturday Night Heat number 2. It was just a fantastic match, very physical. Crowd ate it up. Everything that we did, it was a great match. Second match, I would say it was Daniel Starling, LWA Saturday Night Heat number 1. Tore the house down in an opening show for LWA. I don't think it can get much better than that. He can't remember. I'm literally listing them. Shoosh. Shut up. Interrupting me. Maybe I think possibly my third might be against Eddie Martinez at Gulf State Wrestling.
So you're not sure that it was against Eddie Martinez. You're just it's a possibility that it was.
Yeah, because I mean I've had a lot of matches, but if like off the top of my head, I would say against Eddie Martinez.
Eddie's a great talent.
Eddie is a great talent. I would definitely not mind wrestling him again, or even in a tag team match, me and Braxton versus his tag team. Horsepower. I'd do it.
Who's Ronnie?
Ronan. Ronan LeBeau. LeBeau. Whatever. That was a good match.
What about your match with Travis Mason?
God.
I mean, that's not up there as one of the...
Listen, I would say it was a very great match, but I want to keep it to, the Braxton or Alex. Oh, you talking about tag? I'm Braxton.
Say it a little louder. We couldn't hear you.
No, they read my lips. Where was I?
Well, you were telling us, your moments and talking about Travis Mason.
Oh, yeah,
Boy,
yeah.
sassy. He is. I don't know if he can spell it, but he is sassy.
I think that match, such a great match, but I think that match needs to stay with that crowd in that building. Like, it was just, the energy in that match was something else. I'd wrestle Sammy Riot. I'd stretch him.
Yeah. Jared, we've talked about it. I think him and Sammy would tear the house down. I mean, they're both. It'd be like Max Mini taking on, what was Dink? Like you're Dink and Sammy's Max Mini.
I know who Dink is. I don't know Max Mini.
You don't know who Dink is. You know who Doink is. Huh?
I do know who Dink is.
Who is Dink?
Wasn't that Doink's little guy?
Yeah. And you don't know who Max Mini was? And he was in WWE at some points, too. You need to go watch. I know it was one of the 98 pay-per-views. He come out and he was hugging up on Sonny. And then I think it was at the Royal Rumble 97 too. I think it was King of the Ring 98 that he was at, but or something like that. But anyway,
I can recall.
are you red flag?
Nuh-uh. I've never been invited.
Well, I think that's an invite.
Put me in the chat. Put me in the chat.
Oh, they have a chat?
Maybe. It's ThinkPad. He's probably in a chat room somewhere.
Oh, he's always in a chat, and he's always blocking people too.
He blocked someone in the chat without realizing.
And you know he makes people. Anyway, moving on.
Okay.
He doesn't have a chat anymore. Oh, he retired from that too, huh?
He retired from the chat rooms.
He left it.
He
He
left.
leaves those. All you got to do is add him back.
Yeah.
Hit that like video, and while Jayce is trying to remember stuff, go check out Brainbuster Tees. Get you a t-shirt. Support the podcast. Brainbustertees.com. The link is in the description. Check it out. Now back to Jayce Myles here.
Hi. All right. I haven't got one of those.
Now look. No, you're too young. You're what? You said 20, right?
Yes. That one's right. Yeah.
Okay. Man, 20 years old.
Follow-up question?
No, I'm just trying to think of one. You know, you only been in business 2 years. I've been running out of questions. There's not much I can ask a greenhorn.
Hey, now.
Are you reading these comments or trying to? I'll pull them up for you.
Yeah, I see the one.
Kimber is the captain now.
Okay. Okay.
He didn't have much to say about that. I got kicked out. That's what Singpet says. He got kicked out. Thought he retired. Jayce versus Steve Anthony would be a fun one. There's another old school guy.
I would totally wrestle Steve Anthony. I think that'd be a banger. A banger.
Why is he back in here? What countries overseas would you like to wrestle in? Japan.
All of them. All of them.
You got a name. Give us your number one.
Japan. That's my number
The
one.
only reason he said all of them is because he can't remember a country. He only knows the United States and now Japan because I said it. Name one besides Japan.
Germany. England.
Okay.
I would love to wrestle at those places.
Have you reached out to any of the promoters over there?
No. Well, I might have. You know, I forget.
Yeah. Have you done any cage matches?
I've never done a cage match.
I'm sure he was. Where did feeding the chicken start? Yeah.
Listen. That's a pillar thing right there. That's a pillar thing. Keeping it to ourselves. If
What's
you know
your dream matches?
dream matches, my number one dream match of all time is Daniel Bryan, but probably not possible. You know, like CM Punk, Chris Jericho, you know, my three. Those are like my three. Like, I would love to wrestle any of them. I have never wrestled.
Have you ever fought Mike Jackson?
I have not, but I totally would.
I heard Asher Andrews had a heck of a match, tore the house down with Mike Jackson. Mike's a great guy.
Tore a house down. They
What
ended up
about Sam Phoenix versus Jayce Myles?
Sam Phoenix. I'm not aware who that is.
Woody's probably the only one that knows who he is.
I'd probably wrestle him.
Yeah, you'd wrestle Walter. You're going to wrestle anybody. What are you talking about? You agree? Like you sat there. I said, who would you want to fight in DCW? And the first two names that comes out of your mouth. Now, this is all fair. He says, Jack Passion, which I can see. And then you say, Walter?
I'd totally wrestle Walter. I'll stretch him.
It's not a wrestling match. That's a fight. But he wouldn't show up for it.
Hey, man.
Wouldn't you like to fight Brandon? Kenny, go back to your trailer park inbred trash self and shut up. I managed Jayce a couple times. One time.
Come on, you can duke it out.
You know what Kenny does?
I'll stretch you. What can he do?
No, you don't. You're not going to stretch me. Don't ever say it again. Kenny, man, you can't even get in his yard
Why not?
because there's so many inbreds out there.
They're just
Like,
flooding his yard.
like he is multiplying them in his house. He's got his sister is his mama, his grandma, and his aunt. Yeah. Out of all the feds that you compete in, what's your favorite venue? He don't know.
My favorite venue. The LWA one is pretty fire. Who's Pancakes? Is that a
He's
person?
a wrestler.
Is he?
Yes, he is.
Okay. Send me a tape.
He works Georgia old school.
Uh,
Oh, here's your.
Listen, Brian, blah 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 blah. You'll have your time.
Yeah, he picked Walter over you, Brian. He picked an actual. He turned down an actual athlete. Take a Walter.
Wait, what was the question? Oh yeah, favorite venue. I would probably say the Pit for LWA. That's a fire venue.
He sold his mama's truck. Hey, did you ever get rid of them bed bugs you had in your bed? Kenny? Just wondering. What is the most time?
Oh,
When is the next time you'll be in CWF? Yeah, we need to talk about that. Is that Diddy? I mean, who's that down there at CWF? I'm glad they brought that up.
I am.
He's not mad. He's disappointed. Now, come on. Let's talk about CWF. I want to hear about that.
Okay. I don't know when my next time in CWF is. You know. You ever thought about coming to CWF? CWF. So, I don't know when my next time there will be. I'm not sure. That's it. There's no story there. I just,
Yeah, there's a story there. I've heard several stories, and we'll go ahead and dig into them. Why don't we? You didn't want to talk about your love life. Will you answer any questions about CWF now?
What kind of questions you got?
How's the promoter there? What's his name? How does he do? Is he good?
Listen, everybody has different experiences with people. You know how it is. The promoter at CWF never did anything wrong to me.
Did he hand you some baby oil?
No, he never offered me baby oil. There was just,
Isn't the promoter Crestview Taker? What's Crestview Taker?
I've never heard that term, but I could piece it together.
I'll definitely say this.
Steve O'Malley down too. Let's do it.
Yeah, Steve O'Malley and you would tear the house down. I'll give you that. Let's do that. He needs to finish the story at IPW. What's on IPW? Let's do it. Finish the story, baby. Keep this stuff coming. I want to talk about the dealer. But
wait,
did he? But finish the story with IPW, and then we'll get to CWF. And
okay, IPW. I won the #1 contenders for the Impact title or Impact Fusion title, whatever it was called.
Is that in Fort Walton?
No, it's been so long since I've been there. I don't remember what the town was called. I know it's a long, complicated name though.
Did you get diddled?
No. IPW is not a bad promotion.
I know. I was talking about CWF.
I'm talking about IPW right now.
Oh, okay.
But me and Murdo kind of had a good match. I beat Murdo, by the way. I did. I beat Murdo. I beat Murdo up, stretched him, and then I had a fatal 4-way match. I think a couple months later over there for a #1 contenders, the Impact title.
Oh no! Look, Hunter. He has been tearing Braxton Hunter apart. Like he is causing a rift. He is talking about, I'm the one that gets this tag team going. Blah, blah, blah. Braxton Hunter don't do that. He had nothing to do with me getting in wrestling. Blah, blah, blah. I can't see. He has just dog trashed you. So, yeah. There you go. But anyway, yeah. What about Diddy D? What about Diddy D?
Who's Diddy D?
CWF.
Diddied. I have not been diddied. No.
You sure?
I'm sure.
I mean, you can't remember what happened yesterday. You sure you remember?
I remembered everything. You keep interrupting and saying I forget things. But anyway, back to IPW. I won the #1 contenders for their Impact title. I wasn't available for their next show, so Murdo fought for the title. He won it. And I haven't been back since because I just, conflicting dates,
Is it really conflicting dates or is there something else? Now look,
Promise.
we're not on there right now, so you can kind of be upfront with me and you can tell me.
I promise, Brandon.
Okay, I'm just trying to look out for your safety, man.
Same situation with CWF. I don't know when I'll be back because of conflicting dates. Valparaiso, Florida.
It's conflicting something. I don't know about dates. Whoop whoop. Who's El Juggalo?
Boop, boop.
El Juggalo. Whoop whoop. You sure like stretching men, huh?
I'll stretch them all.
I bet he will. He wants to stretch Walter, so I guess he will stretch them all. Did he? Now, when you're stretching, do you have the baby oil?
I don't. You know what? Maybe I should pull out a Michael Nakazawa and just steal his gimmick and you start using baby oil, huh? Mess up everybody's ring.
CTE is getting to all of us, but it has definitely gotten to Jayce. Jayce, who did you wrestle 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago. Well, last week I wrestled Blake Banks, so the week before that I wrestled in a 6-man tag at LWA. Main event,
Dude?
by the way, with my boy Braxy and the Game Chasers.
Oh, I got a question to ask you.
Okay.
Man, dude. Hold on, let me look at this. That sounds about right. All right. I want to know about this. What the hell is this?
Look, man, we fighting.
That ain't a fight.
You have to watch the setup. You can't just look at it like.
Well, this is all I see.
Look, man. Okay, what? He was trying to pin me. I bridged
in
up.
the air.
Listen, I'm telling a story.
Okay, tell a story. I didn't know pro wrestlers did that nowadays.
He had me pinned down, and then to get my shoulders off the mat, I bridged up. He put his legs on mine. I didn't break the bridge, and then he went again, low blowed me. Referee didn't see it. Our legs tied together. He's still trying to pin me. I'm still keeping my shoulders up. We roll over to our stomachs, and we handstand, and we were there and just started slapping each other because why not? The video is on my Facebook and Instagram, by the way. So, and the match is also on YouTube. So if you want to watch it, you could. It is my best match ever.
Mumbo jumbo.
There's no name for it.
Anyway, what's your thoughts on JCW?
What's JCW?
Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
Where's it based out of?
Your mind.
Huh? Where's it based out of? Brandon. Now you're not answering my questions.
I've been sitting here talking to you. It's out of it was out of Michigan or somewhere. I can't believe you never heard of Juggalo. Midwest somewhere out. Oh,
Send me a
Juggaloville.
Book me.
I don't know if you'll be booked it.
Really?
No kink shaming.
You're right, St. Pat.
I believe NJ, but they travel. Yeah, they do travel. I just can't remember exactly where they're out of. Shannon would know. Manny Street. That's what he means by touching tips. Yeah.
I think y'all. I'm literally talking about my fingertips. That's it. Oh my God, is Brandon about to touch tips with me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Thank you, Brandon.
Yeah, well, I mean, I got to do it for somebody that the gathering.
The gathering.
So, what did you grow up watching? Like shows, Since
Like,
we can't talk about wrestling because it's only a short period of time, you've been there just about your height.
so just shows, like just outside of wrestling.
Shows, movies, whatever. Anything is your favorite.
I'll say
Besides Spider-Man.
hey man, the old '90s Spider-Man cartoon is a banger. Hey, Hunter Richard, I'm touching tips right now. Touch tips with me. Touch tips. But like other shows, like I'm a big like cartoons guy. Like I love cartoons. So like Gravity Falls is the best. I have a Gravity Falls tattoo. I love Gravity Falls.
Shannon, I'm finally glad you admitted you're a mark.
I'll wrestle.
About time. See, the first thing in the healing process is admitting. And he's finally admitted he's a mark.
Adventure Time's another good one. I love
Total Bellas. That probably was one of his favorite shows.
I never watched Total Bellas.
Oh, no, that was before his time. He was 4 years old when that aired.
Definitely was not before my time.
In fact, JCW got they do. I watched it. It was Effie was on there taking on Jake Christ, if I'm not mistaken.
Versus Effie. I'd wrestle Effie. I'd feed him my chicken.
I mean, if you're a Russell Walter, I mean, I guess you will wrestle anybody, won't you?
There's others. Like I like a lot of stuff. I like too many things.
Gravity can let you fall on these nuts. He's already fallen on a lot of nuts, Hunter.
Listen, Hunter, I'll fall on yours anytime.
That ain't what you were saying earlier. You were saying Walter, and now you're saying Effie. Who else nuts you gonna fall on?
Anybody. Name somebody. Who's Tough Tony?
Too Tough Tony, Mickey Knuckles. You know who Mickey Knuckles is in
Congo
Kong?
Send me a tape.
Mickey Knuckles would literally break your bodies. Yes.
I don't know. Send me a
Yes,
tape.
you would.
Let me be the judge. Send me a tape. I'll stretch him. Send me a tape.
Still death warrant. Okay.
That's on period.
Has this? All right. I want to ask a question to the people that are still watching, and I want you to comment in the chat here. Has this episode went off the rails?
And I don't think the train has ever left the station.
We don't do PG around here. Oh yeah, she's true hardcore, man. Like there ain't nothing.
Hey man,
no joking. She would kill poor Jayce Myles.
Oh, she's a girl.
Oh my God! How many times have I said that already, and you still hadn't called on?
I don't know. Probably. Scott Levy.
Scott Levy incident. You know who Scott Levy is?
I don't think so.
Quote the Raven, nevermore.
The Raven.
Scott LeVay.
Scott LeVay.
Kind of the diddler thing.
Oh. Okay.
I mean, he fell on these nuts.
Oh. That's awesome. Good for
She is one of the best female. What I wouldn't even say hardcore. I'd say death match is more that style. Oh, would you stretch Scott Armstrong? Well, we know Brent is. I mean,
Oh.
Well, no, he's stretching Brent for that money.
Oh.
Would you stretch Scott Armstrong? That's an easy question.
Put me in the ring with Scott Armstrong.
Huh?
I'll stretch Scott Armstrong.
Do you even know who Scott Armstrong is?
I've met the man.
You did?
Yeah.
What was your meeting like with him?
Great. Very
see the
fine to me.
I think it's Hunter Law. Oh my. CPEC, get out of here. Get out of here, son.
Thanks.
CPEC is real.
But yeah, my experience with Scott Armstrong was fine.
Jayce and Brett Ian Landry done a great job. And
Brett
shut up, Humpty Dumpty.
I could ask for Brett. Brett's my boy. He came out with me in the Cajun Dome.
What was 2 weeks ago? What was 2 weeks ago? Was it Jay, Chris, and Effie? Stretched thin. Yeah. Would that make Scott into?
Bruh.
Oh damn, O'Malley, that was a good one. Would that make him a Stretch Armstrong?
But yeah, my experience with Scott was fine. I got booked at DCW. I worked a match against Asher
Did you
Anderson.
get paid?
I did get paid.
How much did you get paid?
Now I'm not.
We want some of the talent to know, what they need to start asking for when they're there. I know O'Malley gets paid.
I doubt
know
there's
he gets paid where he goes, but
currently working DCW. But yeah, that was fine. After my match, he told me I did a great job, and that was kind of it.
Brett sucks. Well,
I love Brett.
Apparently, Jayce and several others do too.
Brett touched my tip.
Kobe Carino and Mickey Knuckles in the steel cage on Lunacy. I'm gonna have to go check that out. I had not seen that one. I'll have to go check that out. Go check that out on JCW's YouTube pages. That right there, Kobe Carino and Mickey Knuckles is probably a hell of a match.
Send me a tape.
This is not 1999. Nobody has to send you a tape. Send you a link. Steven Dixon's got a good question. Do you keep a pay sheet?
I do not keep a pay sheet, Steven Dixon.
So you don't get paid.
No, I never said that.
If you won't tell us how much you got paid, must be nice.
Right. Yeah, it was nice.
Hunter Myles next.
Who's Hunter Myles?
Braxton Hunter and Myles, or Hunter Law and Myles, Jayce Myles. I mean, we could do either combo. I mean, I know that you've been trying to tear that rift between you and Braxton all night, so.
So not true. So not true.
Bad name hates it. So now Braxton's hating on you.
Braxton's here. Hi, Braxy.
Oh, if you're interested in checking out JCW, you see their tour schedule for next week. I'm going to check it out. I will check it out. Wow. Matter of fact, let's go ahead and look that up right now. Jayce, talk about something important.
What's something important to talk about?
What's coming up this weekend?
What's coming up this weekend? I don't have
Where are you at? Where are you at this weekend?
I'm nowhere this weekend for what feels like the first time in forever. I might relax. I might get a new tattoo. Who knows?
Oh, Sam, he's going to get a new tattoo.
Sam, where are you? I might get I don't know. I might do it.
Hey, free AC service.
Yeah.
This man keeps a VCR. Gosh. Dude, he ain't old enough to know what a VCR is.
Hey, I've used one once or twice.
All right, what's it look like?
VHS.
You probably don't even know what a DVD player is.
I have several DVDs. I don't have a DVD player anymore, though. Something important. Yeah, next weekend, or this upcoming weekend. Hi, Big Daddy Braxy.
He's been trying to tear a rift, Braxton.
That's not true. I love Braxton.
Don't break my heart, you son of a bitch.
Never do that to him.
Street Team is the YouTube chat in the YouTube. Yeah, they are. Hey, let's take it.
But the weekend after that, the weekend after my free weekend, I have a match against Hunter Lau at 225 VHS. Speaking of VHS.
Wait a minute. What'd you say? You had 225 VHS?
Yeah. June 21st. Not 21.
Oh my God. All right. Hold on. Just 1 minute.
Yeah.
Do you know what a VHS is?
Yeah. I've used one.
Well, what is it?
Oh, it's like the little tape things.
What does VHS stand for?
That I don't know. I've never thought about it.
Video Home System.
Got it. Thank you.
I don't know if that's really what it is.
Thank
Book
you.
Jayce Myles.
Jayce Myles.
Too many people are already booking him. That's the problem.
How am I preparing for my
Why is
championship? I'm loud for VHS. You know, I've been studying. I've been studying his tapes. I've been learning all his moves. I've been stretching everybody across the coast. I'm ready for Hunter Loud. That's
Are
it.
you? Well, El Juggalo wants to get Jayce on those tapings. Hey, we need to. Hey, reach out.
Let's do it.
You know,
Out. I'm gonna get in my DMs. Let's do
I'm
it.
sure. I'm sure he would. He would love to do that. He
I will.
likes doing videos and paid sites and stuff like that, like hub sites.
Yeah.
He lived through the pandemic. We all lived through the pandemic.
Didn't you?
Now, there's already been some pictures taken. Let's look.
I'm excited. I'm excited for my match.
Variable wholesale. You don't stretch.
I'll be
Darius Hooker study.
Hey,
Will Jayce be at Crusade Pro in July?
July.
He don't know where he's going to be tomorrow.
What's the date in July? I'm like, what's the
July the 12th.
12? I think so. No. Yeah, no. I'll be in. I might. I think so. I think I'm there. I have to check my notes, but I think I am there. I'd wrestle Ricochet. I'd stretch him. Customs. Hey. I thank you, Sam. Thank you, Sam. I gotta recheck that, but I do believe so.
Well, Bryson Hunter says no.
What's a no? Wait, July 12th. No, I'm not there. Thank you, Bryson, for reminding me. I'm not there. I will be at LWA's show. Go for gold. Thank you for reminding me.
God,
Thank you,
dude,
Bryson.
are you serious?
Look,
Like this video. If anything else, this is funny.
I just have to recheck my notes. That's it. Like, I don't be remembering things off the top of my head. A lot of the time.
Apparently not. We've realized that tonight. You're gonna have to teach him a little bit more, Braxton. You're gonna have to teach him a lot more because he has not remembered nothing. Gosh, man, I can't even remember meeting Jay Lethal. I don't even know if he is single or if he's dating somebody. He don't know if he's been diddled or not.
I know.
He have answered all these questions or try to get him to answer these questions. He just can't.
Stretch.
He can't. I mean, it's just.
I am answering your questions, Brandon. By the way, totally. Except for
tell us about your love life then. Are you
except
single?
for that one. Except for that one.
Okay. Have you been diddled?
Huh? What was that?
The diddler.
No, Ohio. Ohio.
Thornville, Ohio. Are you gonna go? You should go to Thornville.
Hey, win.
You keep a booking planner.
Look, when I get booked, I put it in my notes.
But do you remember to check your notes?
I always check my notes, but you asked me right now, and I didn't want to go. Yeah.
And this just went way too off the rails. This live has just
Listen, but they're watching.
They are watching. They're enjoying. They're enjoying seeing you. Oh, hold on.
A bubbly personality that you said.
Yeah, you're a bubbly person. Do you soap your feet or let the suds run down?
Safe pet. Relax. Relax. I'll send you a tape later.
Okay. All right, we're getting quit being a creep. We retired from wrestling to be a creep. Oh my God.
Kidding me.
Jayce,
Yeah.
why don't you tell everybody that's watching the live right now? Are you froze?
No.
Or you just have your mouth open like that a lot?
Sometimes.
All right. I want you to tell them out there to like this video. We're only one like from 30 likes, so tell them to like the video.
Everybody like the video right now. We're only one like away from 30 likes. What's the most amount of likes you've had?
Oh, you ain't getting there.
Oh, well.
I got there last week. You got to beat Chris Chambers out for that. I was going to reveal who the Gulf Coast Shoot Show was, and I got like 60 likes.
Well, if you give that one like, if we get 30 likes, we will reveal who Gulf Coast Shoot Show is right now.
Well, you better reveal it because we got 30 likes. We got 31, so go ahead and reveal who Gulf Coast Shoot Show is.
Got that. This is your show.
Oh, okay, I will. It's St. Pet.
St. Pet, you're in the chat. Come on.
Thank you, El Juggalo. No, I will go ahead and tell you who the shoot show is. Stop licking your lips for free.
What?
You're the only thing. I will go ahead and tell you who the Gulf Coast Shoot Show is. Jayce Myles is the Gulf Coast Shoot Show. Is the shoot show. There's a possibility it could be.
Yeah,
he wouldn't remember if he was or not.
Yeah,
I'll just tell you who the shoot show is. They're pansies. They're cowards. They can't show their face. That's who they are.
So right.
And they have no balls. And whatever that is. And yes, you are shoot show.
He admitted it. You shoot show.
Did. Hey, we got video proof, baby. We got it. We finally solved the puzzle.
Screenshot.
Personal dream match for Jayce would be against Starboy Charlie on the West Coast. Is that true?
Book it. Clip this. Let me wrestle Starboy Charlie. Let me do it. Let's do it.
All right, I'm gonna write this timestamp down so that we can
do it.
Will you also do me another favor while we're clipping stuff and getting it ready? I'm gonna put it down here.
Yeah.
Tell me why you want to face Walton, so I can clip that too and send it to somebody.
Somebody? Who's somebody?
I mean, there's several people that will pay not to see that.
I might be able to pull something good out of them. You froze, bro?
Yeah, I froze. I might clear my ears out first.
Let's get back to Starboy Charlie, though. Let me wrestle Starboy Charlie.
Go ahead. Tell us. Why is your dream match?
GCW, Game Changer Wrestling, and I would love to do that. Jayce versus Jamie Noble. I would totally do that, too. I would totally wrestle Jamie Noble, but it's probably less likely to happen. Jayce Myles versus Chase Matthews. Hey, we've had a tag match against each other. Have
you heard of Have you heard from Chase Matthews?
Not recently. Not recently.
Jayce Matthews, that'd be a good tag team.
Jesus.
Now Chase, I mean, he's been tearing up the Gulf Coast here lately. For the last 6 months, because a lot of people think he's the shoot show. What's your thoughts?
Who, Chase?
Yeah.
Man, it's whatever. If he shoot show, if he not shoot show, it don't really change anything.
What's that mean? It don't change anything.
When's the last time you wrestled?
No, I mean, what's your thoughts on Chase? That's what I'm saying.
Oh, what's my thoughts about him? He never.
You ain't gotta say nothing nice if you don't want to. I mean, this is an open forum.
Never did anything wrong to me, except one time when we were shooting and then he kicked me in the face, so I just made him tap out again.
He got that high up?
No, we were on the ground.
I I mean, they're somewhere. Well, y'all are about the same height, but I mean, like, flip over, whatever. But I invited Chase onto the show and to
No, no, I
defend
had
himself. But
an ankle lock, and he, instead of tapping out or trying to escape with grappling, he straight up kicked me in the face.
Jayce versus Jesse Dragonheart. I'll give him that. I like Jesse Dragonheart.
I'll stretch him.
Stretching. Well, you're
Yeah.
stretching everybody, aren't
I'll
you?
stretch
You got to have some baby oil down there somewhere. Jayce can copy Cheers or Chase's interest perfectly. Can you?
Look, man, if you want to go watch, listen, if you want to go watch the New Year's show, it's on Patreon.
It's on Patreon.
Yeah.
Why would anybody pay to see you?
Hey, man. I don't know. Maybe it's my pretty face.
Are you sure you got one of those?
Maybe.
Well, I think we went off the rails long enough, and we're gonna start wrapping up. Not done yet.
Okay.
But anybody, Jayce versus CTE.
I'm
That match has already happened. But Ron, why does everybody keep bringing my name up? He's already said he would stretch me. There's no stretching needed. I'm old. But anyway, is there anybody out there? We're going to get Jayce. If there's anything you want to plug before we do get out here, but if there's anybody that's got some real questions, Quasi's had a lot of great questions. Sing Pets had great questions. But anybody's got any good questions when we're starting to close out here, Jayce, go ahead and plug all your stuff, your upcoming shows if you know what they are. I want to hear what the next 2 weekends are bringing you. Go ahead.
Besides the one that I'm off, so June 21st, VHS Pro Wrestling 225 against Hunter Lyle for the Movement Championship. I'm really excited for that one. And then after that, I got July 12th, LWA Go for Gold. Don't know who I'm wrestling yet, but it's going to be a fun show nonetheless. Hunter Lyle is wrestling Steve Anthony to become the first ever LWA champion. It's going to be great. I would also like.
I thought you was at Crusade July the 12th.
No, I had a mistake, and Braxton corrected me in the comments.
Okay.
There.
Boxers or briefs? That's a good question. You won't talk about your love life. Maybe you'll talk about your underwear.
I'd rather not.
Well, you got to answer.
No, I don't.
You don't? If you don't answer this, I'm going to have to bring up something.
What you going to bring up?
I'm going to bring up that number.
Hey, boxers or briefs? I could go either way, man. I can go either way.
Yeah, I'm about the same. Mount Rushmore of wrestlers that inspired you. Oh, we're going to be here for a minute because he's going to have to think. He's going to have to go Google and try to find some wrestlers.
CM Punk.
Because he don't even know how many he's on a Mount Rushmore.
4. It's 4. CM Punk for sure. CM Punk definitely is one of the ones that inspired me. Because he's not a very big guy. Daniel Bryan, again, not a very big guy. The whole Yes movement, one of the greatest technical wrestler ever.
So you're going with the micro wrestlers right now, like the Max Minis and whatnot.
The Ultimate Warrior.
Well, you did. You got one.
Not
so Daniel Bryan,
CM
Punk, and Ultimate Warrior.
Not Ultimate Warrior. Not
Punk is a goat. Yes, Punk is a goat. There's no doubt. I'm just, I love Jayce Myles. Gerald.
Thank you, Gerald. I'll put Gerald in 3.
Is he a diddler?
Gerald? No.
You sure?
I'm sure.
Sky low.
Man, I'm trying to think of other people who inspired me. Like CM Punk and Daniel Bryan are just the ones,
And you said Ultimate Warrior too, right?
Did not say that. I said I'm not.
So you've only got 2.
Yeah.
All right. And with those 2 wrestlers, you can't even get to 6 feet tall.
Hey, man. They're the best. What else can you say?
I'll say this. Organically, Daniel Bryan with the Yes Movement was one of the greatest moments in wrestling history. CM Punk is one of the greatest wrestlers I've enjoyed watching, especially his 2012 run. His run on the way back here, though, I'm not gonna say it's bad because it's not. I've enjoyed a lot of the stuff he's done, but I just want to say that in 2014 I was mad when he left, but we got past that, and here we are in 2024. He comes back or 2023, whatever it was. And it's just like it's too far gone. I just
Nah,
oh,
bro. It's the best
and
thing.
Chris Jericho quasi says.
So I wouldn't say Chris Jericho inspired me in a sense. He was one of my favorites, but I wouldn't say
He inspired you, huh?
I wouldn't say he was one of those that I was like inspired by. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yes, Gerald, you know I'm going to take care of the refs. You know I'm going to do that. I'm not campaigning for it. I should be the GM at the GCW, but they got that scoundrel Brady and Landry in there, and he is terrible. He is terrible.
I think he's a great guy.
You can't even say that with a straight face.
I think he's a great guy. Damn it,
Boxers or briefs.
you ruined it. I answered already.
Oh, yeah, Gerald kisses ass. There's no doubt. Yes, he is a creep. All right. So you think Brady and Landry's a good guy?
He's a great guy.
When?
All the time.
You know, he didn't even he told everybody in the building there was no spots open for the Mississippi Rumble. I come out and I had not trained or anything that day. I was relaxed. I was enjoying my night at the Rumble. And, you know, he puts me in the Rumble. Even though he don't have a spot open, he tells everybody that. And then all of a sudden he has a spot open. And I think it was a setup.
Hey, man, you decided to put on your gear.
Yeah, you saw that. I looked good in it too, didn't I? I looked like a Kurt Angle replica, didn't I?
Man, you look smexy in that singlet. Let me tell you.
I sure did. You tried to diddle me? So,
Yeah.
question for both. If you still had cracking open a cold one, what would the drink of choice be?
So I feel like I have to drink a Twisted Tea because I'm with JD. But if I had to choose a Twisted Tea, it'd be the Bomb Pop one. The Bomb Pop Twisted Tea.
All right. If I had to choose, I'm going to choose Crowd Control IPA. If I got to choose. But I didn't get to choose. Even though I asked, and that was a request. I got Yingling. JD, you suck.
JD does not suck. He's a great guy.
All right, here we go. How would you describe your experience in the Mississippi Rumble, starting from one till the end? Well, it was great for him. I'll go ahead and answer this. It was one of his greatest moments of his life that he didn't win, but he's never won in life. So there you go.
That's not true. Another great moment is when I won the Digistrap title with my match with
He
Thurman.
asked you a question. You're
Like
88.
I would, in one word, I would describe it as chaotic, because it was. It was just endless, just bodies flying everywhere. It was wild. It was just so many things going on. Fans trying to tell me I'm eliminated when I certainly was not. Aggravated my soul. Like, one foot touched the floor, and I was under the bottom rope. How you gonna tell me I was eliminated?
You was.
Like,
I mean, it's not if you're even close to the ground, your feet are touching. So I mean,
I was under the bottom rope. It was 1 foot.
yeah, you may not have been eliminated. That's too tall for you. Your foot may have been off the ground.
Gamer Fox was supposed to eliminate me, though. That was crazy. No brains.
I will take care of Gerald. Gerald, I will take care of Suge White. I can't lose that friendship. There you go. Do you soap your belly button?
Sang Pet. Listen, I'm clean, all right? All the time. Every day. That's all you need to know.
All right. So is there anything else you want to plug before we get out of here?
I just like to plug the Louisiana Wrestling Alliance Training Academy that I think, trained me from the ground up, and I think it could benefit anybody in paying a visit there, even though I know there's no one in here that would do that. There's no fans that would train in here, whatever. But I just want to say how good it is. I want to put it over how good it is, and I love it there.
Humpty Dumpty, you should train.
You know what? If he came to the LWA, he would learn something. I'll say that. Thank you, Suge. Nice school. It's a nice school.
Well, thank you for joining us, Jayce. I hope you enjoyed it.
I did. I hope everybody had a fun time bearing witness.
Now, you're going to remember this, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Well, remember this. Ultimo Gallows, Hood Mark Lucha Libre. Look at him. Support the Brilliant Show shirt. Make sure you get that at brainbustertees.com. Get yours today. And if you send me a picture of you wearing this, I will post it on the podcast or on the page. And also, check us out on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Spreaker, Amazon Music, Audible, and many more. But make sure you get us that 5-star rating and review on Apple Podcasts. Remember to hit that like button here on this video right now before we get off. Thank you. And y'all have a good night. Jayce, thank you for coming on, brother.
Thank you.
You stay tight.
Lights blaze bright, it's a glorious sight. The champ of the mic owns the night. With a mind so slick and a suit so clean, he's running this ring like a wrestling machine. From gold-plated deals to jaw-dropping schemes, he's the mastermind of your wildest dreams. Stand up, take note, bow down if you can. It's the Brilliant Show with the